who's the pretty boy? Hey there, I'm Anna, and this is Leo. He's our 1-year-old Tom Turkey. Actually, he'll be 1 year old in just about another month, won't you, old boy? Yeah, who's the pretty boy? Today I thought I would just quickly talk about my experience with raising turkeys and a really common question that comes up this time of year in the spring. Are turkeys aggressive? And especially male turkeys like Leo here. I think it's important to have this conversation, especially so many of us homesteaders have small kids, and it's something that can be difficult to talk about, to be honest, in some of the online forums for homesteaders, because there tends to be a lot of judgment. I've found a lot of people I know who are new to raising turkeys. I'm new to raising turkeys. I've only been doing this for a year, have told me, wow, I feel like people think I'm an idiot when I ask a question online. I'm afraid to ask questions in the homesteading groups because there's a lot of judgment about, family safety issues and raising turkeys. And so I think it's an important thing where even those of us who are new to keeping turkeys, it's a helpful thing to talk about our experiences. And so Leo and I are here to just quickly do that today. Basically, what I have found with this sweet boy, I should say, we got our turkeys at 1 day old, and oh my gosh, we were smitten right away. Just the cutest little fluff balls. We just absolutely fell in love, and they got a lot of cuddling, and they were very tame. And then as they started to get older, first of all, we raised 4 of them, 2 males and 2 females, and I was gonna cook 2 of them. They were supposed to be called Christmas and Thanksgiving, and after falling in love with them, I just could not bring myself to even think about it. He's a good boy. Oh, there's your tail. Yeah, are you showing the big sounds that you make? There's a good boy. Come on over. I know you don't really like to cuddle very much right now. You're feeling restless with springtime. Yeah, you're a good boy. So I decided there was no way that I was putting these adorable turkeys in the freezer. We had come to love them, but also we're on just a small homestead here, 2 acres, and turkeys eat quite a bit, a lot more than a chicken. And so I decided to sell one of the males and one of the females to another homesteading family. Interestingly, they had kids the same ages as mine. And so after about a month or 2, I started getting texts from the amazing woman who now owns this other pair of turkeys, saying that she was starting to have some tricky times with their male turkey and her 5-year-old. And this woman did absolutely everything in her power. She researched absolutely up the wazoo. It carefully dressed her kids not in red. I mean, she did everything right and ended up feeling like, her little guy was really getting beaten up by their male turkey. And there wasn't a good way of not allowing the turkeys to free range. And so after just doing absolutely everything that she could, she ended up finding another farm for the turkeys that's a really good situation. I haven't had exactly the same scenario with this big boy, even though, of course, he's directly related to that other male. I think a lot of it may have to do with, for one thing, the personality of my 5-year-old. I've got a large 5-year-old who has an even bigger personality, and, with turkeys, especially in the springtime, they've got a really definite social order where they're trying to prove who's the alpha. And it's, yeah, that was a big truck going by, and you were letting them know what for, huh? Yeah, who's the pretty boy? You are. My experience has really been that as long as this guy, Leo, knows you're not afraid of him, and he is a big boy. You can see, you know, I'm going to have to weigh him at some point. He is not small. But, you know, as long as he knows that you're not afraid of him, he really, it's not like he's going to chase you down and tackle you. But what I have found to be the actual tricky thing about, especially this guy, not so much the female, but our male turkey, has been that he's not the most discriminate with what he pecks with that really big beak. And I mean, look at this face. That is a really big and powerful beak. So what we found is that it's important, you know, I've got on glasses right now and my face is really close to him. My daughter at one point got pecked in the face by Leo, not because he was attacking her, but because, you know, he was pecking at things that seemed like food, and he isn't maybe the smartest bird in our barnyard, and we love you, buddy, but, you know, he pecks at just about everything, especially shiny things, and so protecting faces is one thing that I found is extremely important. For the most part, he and our female turkey, hi cutesums, yep, there's our girl turkey, hi sweet girl, stay in the duck pen. Do you want to go? You want to see? Yeah, there's your girl. They stay in the duck pen, especially when the kids are out playing. I find that it's a way that I don't need to worry about whether my kids are getting their faces too close to the turkeys, whether there's any chance that they could get pecked. You know, these have been raised as pets, and we really care about them, and, you know, my kids are really feeling strongly that they want to continue raising turkeys, but of course as their mom, it's my job to make sure that we're doing it safely. And so, you know, if my kids want to be in the same space with the turkeys, I have definitely been known to make sure that they have on eye protection just to err on the side of safety. And again, it's because we're used to cuddling our birds, we hold our chickens, we snuggle our ducks. The turkeys have much larger, more powerful beaks, and it is a different situation. In my experience, I haven't found them to be super aggressive, although Leo definitely, like most male turkeys, the color red definitely is a trigger for him. In the experience with his brother, who is owned by this other homesteading woman, she found that the first time she noticed this really aggressive behavior was the first time that her son wore his red winter jacket. And that once that incident happened, it was like, you know, they were in new territory with the male turkey being aggressive toward her little guy. And that ended up being something that they weren't able to turn around, even though, again, you know, she really did everything. You know, and again, it's one thing where I just feel like it's important to say we're all learning as homesteaders. None of us know it all. You know, I share my experience with these two as somebody who is new to keeping turkeys, because I think it's an important conversation to have. But one thing that I really have seen and have heard, and it's a big reason that I'm not on Facebook very much, to be honest, is there can be a lot of judgment when somebody makes a decision whether or not to keep a type of creature based on safety concerns. There can be a lot of judgment about, well, but you're not doing this or you haven't tried that. And, you know, I think it's just important to all do our best and cheer each other on and have love for one another and for our creatures, and do our best by them, but, you know, of course with safety first for our families. And so I just thought I would chat a little bit about, you know, it's a really common question, especially in the springtime. It's breeding season, and so that is when all male creatures on the homestead, just regardless of species, it is breeding season. And if you're going to see aggressive behavior, you know, here in Maine, April, May, June, that's kind of when you're going to see it. And so Are we gonna see you dance? This guy does a really cool dance that I'll try to catch at some point. Right now he's just displaying, but he also does a really awesome dance, which is pretty cool. Once again, my name was Anna, and thank you so much for joining me and Leo today as we talked about turkeys, aggressive behavior, keeping our families safe, and enjoying this just really awesome species. Yeah, you're my good big boy, aren't ya? Hey, buddy. Yeah. Have a great day. Bye.